Back when I was younger, I had absolutely no luck with the ladies. I was your typical sub 5 average guy that didn't know how to dress. I didn't know how to style my hair properly. I had very crooked teeth. I also was 4'11" for a while. I didn't reach 5'9" until I would say after high school because I graduated high school at 17. I also had a speech disability that nobody would let me forget, not even my teachers. I've even been made fun of by my teachers before. I mean, it was so bad. I couldn't pronounce about 80% of words that I was supposed to pronounce at my age. I was in speech therapy from kindergarten all the way to the 8th grade. And yes, I got talked about because of it. I got bullied. Whatever terminology that you want to use, that was their go to when it came to me. I swear, on mans, y'all do this dumbest shit.
Man, Black Ice, man, this is, look at all these verses, it's all straight lyrics from Black Ice, man. I don't even write that much.
We just been working on music like non-stop. No lying. Every single day we've been working on our music, doing these videos, figuring out how we gonna do this and that and all that. Well, the invention is hot. Let me just tell you, it's hot. Yikes. Growing up, I tried to avoid taking a lot of pictures and videos showing off my teeth, but in this clip, this pause clip, you can actually see that my teeth are crooked and they stick out of my mouth. So I ended up getting braces for 3 years. Let me tell you, I used to be so insecure about how crooked my teeth looked. Every time I would laugh, I would cover my mouth. So what exactly changed for me? A lot. I got tired of being the easy one to go after. I got tired of asking girls out and getting laughed at or getting led on. One time I was in school and I asked a girl for a hug, someone that I knew. I used to always hug her all the time, and I just asked her for a hug one day, and she straight up told me no. And I was so embarrassed. There was so many people around that heard it and seen the interaction. And from that moment forward, I was like, never again. Never again. I truly felt like I was like getting beat down a lot, like verbally by women. I mean, I would have PTSD from, I don't know if you can remember or not, but back on Facebook, we used to do things like my stat for a rating, and I would get rated so low all the time. I completely stopped liking those posts. I was like, I'm good. I don't need to know. Another thing that kind of set me back is the fact that my father passed away when I was 12. Up until that point, I wasn't even thinking about women. And that next month, I turned 13. And that was really when I started actually interacting with girls. And I had to learn the hard way. So, I mean, it's one thing to be unattractive as a guy, but it's another thing to also have zero game when it comes to women. I used to sell candy, and there was these two girls that they was both fucking gorgeous. You know, to this very day, I think they still look good. But basically, they would just be nice to me, overly nice, just to try to flatter me so that they can get free candy from me. Of course, me knowing nothing about women, I would give into that and I would be simping for them until one day I got into it with one of the girls, and she straight up flat out told me, "We don't like you. We only use you so we can get candy." And I was like, I mean, what can you say to that, you know? Other than just take that as a L and, learn from it. And then when I did finally get a girlfriend, like a real girlfriend, that 8th grade year, she ended up cheating on me and had sex with another dude that was in our grade, and everybody knew about it but me. Isn't that fantastic? I didn't actually know that Looksmaxxing would actually give me better outcomes when it came to women. I just wanted to feel better about myself. I wanted confidence when I walked into a room. I wanted to be able to speak with confidence. I wanted to be really about my shit. I wanted to be that guy in any and all ways possible. The last day of 8th grade year, my speech therapist pulled me to the side and she told me, "Look, out of everyone in here, you have the most potential to go on sounding perfectly normal."
I had to do tongue exercises. I had to practice pronouncing words over and over again, sounds over and over again until, well, until how I speak today. And then I actually went on to start making music. So, I mean, to this very day, I still have to purposely go out of my way to like pronounce things correctly, but I mean, compared to how I used to sound, it was crazy. Like I used to actually get a disability check every month for it, you know, like it was wild. And of course, as I'm sure you already know, looks maxing is only half of the equation. You also still have to learn female game, female nature, etc. You have to learn what they like and what they don't like, and you have to pay attention to their actions over their words. So at this point, I'm like a freshman, sophomore in high school, and I started switching things up. I changed my hairstyle. I started trying out different types of fashion, started exercising more, started washing my face more. I would even put dew growth on my eyebrows to get fuller eyebrows, and then I would arch them. So that was one of the things that I always would get compliments on from women, my eyebrows. I can even show you this comparison right here. You can see what my eyebrows used to look like. It's a huge difference now. And I think a lot of guys underutilize the eyebrows, but the eyebrows would make your face look more symmetrical. So it only makes you more attractive to have fuller eyebrows. And believe it or not, when I started making these necessary changes, I can tell you my whole entire world changed. I went from feeling like a burden every time I would go places with people and show up places to feeling like a celebrity everywhere I went. To this very day, I still feel like I get treated like a celebrity. Like I walk into a Target or a Walmart or a Walgreens, and it's all eyes on me. I get choosing signals from women that are from 18 to 60 something years old. I get straight up hit on. Like, I mean, there's been times where women have walked up to me and offered to take me home and ride me. Yeah, I said that. I remember one time that I went to the grocery store with my mother. I was just there just to be the muscle, just to carry the heavy things that she had trouble with. And the cashier was a younger, she had to been about 19, 20, black girl, glasses. She was actually pretty cute, but I'm not even thinking about relationships these days. And she was, I guess, starstruck by how I look. She was staring at me nonstop. I spoke to her. She didn't say a word. I already explained to her that my mother was the one paying for it. At this point, my mom is trying to speak to her and get her attention, and she's just stuck. She's just stuck on me for some reason. And I just looked at her and I just gave her a little smile, a little grin, and finally she snapped out of it and she went to doing what she had to do. But my mom was pissed. She said, and I quote, "She's too busy staring at your face and she needs to ring my shit up." Now, that's not the first time that something like that happened to me, and I'm pretty sure it won't be the last time, but I've never had it happen to that degree before. I would be lying if I said that you don't live life on easy mode when you have this thing called pretty privilege or the halo effect from being a attractive guy, especially because most guys aren't that good looking. Most guys don't put in any type of effort into their appearance or their look or their style or their hygiene. So it's not an oversaturated market. You reap the benefits as a man because of that, because it's not a lot of guys like you. Believe me when I tell you that looks maxing as a guy, exercising, losing weight or gaining healthy weight as in muscle, you know, growing out your facial hair, changing up your hairstyle, getting braces, wearing cologne, bathing more often, doing skincare routines. All of these things only make you more attractive as a guy and they make you stand out. So what can you expect when you do actually achieve your goals of looks maxing? Well, to give you some insight to how my life is these days, pretty girls hit me up first. Pretty girls follow me first. Pretty girls follow me and then DM me. Pretty girls comment under my pictures, heart eyes, and other emojis. I get a huge following of females on pretty much every platform. Um, I get choosing signals from women that are 18 all the way up to 60 something years old. A lot of times I have women from my past, sometimes exes, sometimes past flings. They still come back. I would see them viewing my posts and all that. So, and here's another thing that a lot of people don't talk about. When you are pre-select, when you are a handsome guy, gay guys like you as well. I'm 100% straight. I would never be attracted to guys, but they always say that if a gay dude is attracted to you, then more than likely it means that you are more handsome than the average guy. Overall, I just want to say that the best thing that you can do as an average guy is the looks max. I'm telling you, it's totally worth it. I live a completely different life than I used to live before. Dating is easy for me. Sex is easy for me. I literally get compliments from women all the time. Women telling me I look like a model. Women telling me I'm beautiful. Women telling me I'm handsome. Women telling me I'm sexy as fuck. Sometimes these women have boyfriends, and I be pushing them off me because I ain't trying to deal with no fucking simp. And you know how women sit here and call men creeps when they just touch on their body without permission? Yeah, when you are a handsome guy, women do that to you. I've had so many women that I didn't know walk up to me and start feeling on my arms, my abs, my chest. I would say the biggest problem that I face today is finding a woman that I can take seriously. Not too long ago, I got a random snap from a girl that I've had on my Snapchat for about a year or so. I've seen her post pictures and videos before. I thought she was pretty decent. But like I said, I'm not even focused on relationships or starting anything up with women. I'm just focused on my career right now. And she inboxed me. She's like, send me a picture. I responded back. I'm like, why? She's like, because I want to see who I'm talking to. I'm like, again, why? So basically, she's already chosen me. I guess she had her eyes on me and shit. But I'm like, just because you want me, that don't mean that I want you. Now, I get a good look at her, and I could tell that she got some age on her. She's still on the young side, but she has some age on her. I'm like, she's at least 30. And I'm not trying to kick it with no 30-year-olds on nothing serious. But she basically, we going back and forth. She's asking me questions about what I'm mixed with. Then before she even knew anything personal about me, my name, what I do, my religious beliefs, any of that, she asked me, is my dick big? Like this is something that you deal with when you more of a like pre-select guy, you seen as attractive and all that. And within minutes of me knowing her, I had nudes from her. That's the type of life I live. Those are the type of problems that I have. I'm not saying all this to brag. I just want you to get a good picture of how easier it is when you put in the necessary work as a man. And the best part about self-improvement is that it bleeds over into different aspects of your life. So you only benefit from it at the end of the day. I created this video because I know what it's like to be overlooked. I know what it's like to get laughed at by a woman. I know what it's like to get manipulated by a woman. And I promise you, if you just take a long look at yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself and you be truly honest with yourself, what can you improve upon as a man? I think that you will be much better off. I think that you'll be much better off than most guys. But it's important to note that self-improvement goes beyond the physical. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. See ya!